Hello, lovelies, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so grateful to have you around. And if it's your first time here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. My name is Nelisa, and I am here to talk about everything that is about self growth, mental health, feminine energy, and everything that has to do with becoming a better and a leveled up version of yourself. So in this particular episode, we are going to be talking about just how to reset your mind as we're starting the year. How do you put yourself mentally in a space where you are preparing yourself for the journey to come? It's day 2 of 365 days. So it's going to be a long haul, and somewhere along the route, you're going to have to really pick yourself up when you can't really go. And you are going to be the one that is saying, go, 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 when the going gets tough. So we are going to talk about that. And basically, what are the strategies that work for you? Because it's all well and good to be saying, okay, this is what we must do, because everybody is coming with you know ways in which to do. Some are coming up with resolutions, some are coming up with making or setting smart goals. But what really works for you? I guess at this point, what works for you depends on what really um what are your needs. um where are you at the current moment? Because where you are, and more specifically realizing, because it's one thing being at a particular point, but it's another recognizing the fact that you are at that point. Because if you are recognizing that you're at the point, the second thing you must do is actually make a decision of what you want to do about it. So first, you recognize where you are. Secondly, what are you going to do about it? Thirdly, how are you going to go about it? Right. So let's talk about elevating in terms of shifting energy, if that is where you are, right? So I'm going to talk about energy in terms of feminine and masculine energy. Okay. And that would be that masculine energy or feminine energy has nothing to do with gender. I guess if we can start there, we're gonna get far, right? So regardless of whether you're a man or a woman, we both at one point or the other operate under the feminine or masculine energy, right? So if, assuming at this point that I am speaking to women, right? So if you're a woman, and because society has told us that we need to work hard and we need to do more and be more, and that you've reached the point of burnout because you don't know how to be vulnerable anymore, and you want to put up this facade that I am good, I am strong, I can do everything. Woo! Listen, for me personally, right? Because this wouldn't make sense if I don't bring context to it. Okay, I'm just going to declare that I am a retired strong black woman. I've retired. I've put my tools down. I'm just not. Okay, so that is when, before I retired, I realized that I had taken on this massive masculine energy. And look, there's nothing wrong with it, because it took me to a certain point. But what I realized was that it was not a healthy kind, because while I may not sit here and tell you that I do not embody certain elements of masculine energy, which is, by the way, logic and, reaching goals and so what happened was, in doing that, because that the masculine energy has also an element of safety, making sure that you are safe. So the drive that was keeping me was saying, you need to go, you need to feel safe, but it was from a wounded perspective. It wasn't from a healthy masculine perspective, right? It was from knowing that you're on your own, nobody's coming to save you, so you better, so it wasn't from a trusting perspective that, it's okay if you fall, maybe somebody's gonna catch you, or maybe not, but you can safely stand up and carry on, and it's okay if you fall. And that kind of safety net of not necessarily letting you know that if you fall, you are going to die, because the wounded part was telling me, don't you dare fall. You cannot be seen to be falling, because falling is, it's bad. So you gotta go. Keep yourself safe. Don't fall. So no, I've retired from that. Okay, so feminine energy, on the other hand, is that of nurturing, right? Be it nurturing your soul, nurturing ideas, as feminine beings, we have that extra ability to nurture and bring things into life. So I had really neglected that, things like nurturing one's dreams. If things are not going your way, nurturing your soul, and really just knowing that the universe on its own has got so much in its vastness to provide for all of us, that take your time. It's really okay. But I had forgotten about that, or chosen not to embody that element. So for me, in essence, the shift came from a point where I felt like I had crushed energetically. Everything came tumbling down, and I think I was at a point where I had to rebuild everything, including myself. And so that has become a journey, because it is not something that has ended. It's where I am. I'm still rebuilding myself, re-understanding who I am, assessing the masculine energy that I embody, and really trying to embody more of the feminine, the divine feminine, which, by the way, encompasses two aspects, which is the light feminine. Hello, soft girl era, because in that process, I had forgotten, or even shunned, oh, what? What did I just say? I had shunned upon the idea of relaxing and just allowing myself to even enjoy luxuries. not even going to, in your face kind of luxury. I'm talking about being guilty of taking yourself out to a coffee shop and drinking it in peace and enjoying the surroundings, because you are a mom and you have children, and that you cannot allow yourself to really be out there enjoying that luxury of me time, when for some reason children need you for one thing or the other. And then that was me. And I'm saying that I've retired from that, because the saying that God says you cannot pour from an empty cup, it's really deep. It's really deep. For you to be able to come through for other people, you have to make sure that you nourish yourself. Right. I was talking about feminine energy. The other aspect of feminine energy is the dark feminine. Um, the part where we think that we must be humble, we must be respectful, we must, you know, and that comes with upbringing. And I'm not saying don't be kind, don't be respectful, but there are people who take advantage of that, and that takes you out of balance energetically, because you keep on doing, and you know that this is making you uncomfortable, and that you have become a pushover because of certain practices, and that things that you are wired to think that you need to do, right? And one thing you need to know is that respect is earned. So when you find yourself respecting people who don't deserve it, and that it gets to a point where it eats you slowly, rather not, and I'm not saying disrespect them, but find a way of nurturing you, and really, taking a step back, and nurturing you, and finding ways of restoring your own peace, so that whenever you interact with those people, you don't interact from a wounded perspective. It's more like taking time to heal, so that the interactions that you have and the quality of relationships that you have with people is from the wholesome perspective, because you have learned to nurture and nourish yourself before you can give to the world. So as we move on and start afresh in this new year, ask yourself, where am I? Where would I like to be? And lastly, how will or how can I get there? Or how will I get there? And that is all from me. I hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful holiday, and you are ready for the new year. Thank you.